The words that you speak have been shaping your life so far, and if you would just make a new declaration, your entire life will begin to change. Want to find out how? Keep on watching. Hi, my name is Brian Mills, founder of Legacy Ignites Coaching and Consulting LLC. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Here, new and aspiring entrepreneurs learn how to take full authority over their lives by changing their minds. If this is your first time here, be sure to hit the subscribe button and the bell for notifications. We've got new videos every Wednesday. Now, when I learned how to constructively and creatively use my words through written declarations, it brought on noticeable changes in my life. It helped me to focus more on my goals, to see opportunities when they were presented to me, and even brought on physical manifestations. And I want to help you do the same thing. Right now, we're going through my 7-step process. And last week, I instructed you to dream. I told you to ask yourself the question, what do I want out of life? And I told you to put it on a list. And now that you have that list, the declaration, your declaration, is the next step in that process. And if you haven't already downloaded my 7-step process, be sure to download it now. I'll leave the link in the description below. And if you haven't seen the previous videos, make sure you check them out. I'll leave the links to them in the description below as well. So what is a declaration? A declaration is a formal announcement to the beginning of a state or a condition. So in other words, your declaration is the beginning of the state and the condition of your life. Your words have been creating your life. So every time that you said, I'm broke, every time that you said, I don't feel good, every time that you said, nothing ever works out for me. And even more so, what I never understood was every time something good happens to us, the first thing that we say is, I can't believe it. Why would we say that? It's because we don't know that our words have been creating our life. Why do you need a declaration? See, you have dreams, you have goals, you have desires. And if a declaration is a formal announcement to the beginning of a state and a condition of something, then you need to have a declaration that will change the state and the condition of your life and turn your dreams and goals and desires into realities. Remember, up until this point, the declaration over your life has been negative. And the thing about it is, it wasn't done on purpose. Now, the saying goes, if I knew better, I'd do better. Well, guess what? Now you know better, and I'm teaching you how to do better. In 1 Peter 3, verse 10, it says, the one who wants to see and live good days must keep his tongue from evil and his lips from speaking lies. So remember, your words must be purposeful. You never want to speak idle words. You always want every word that comes out of your mouth, as much as you can control, to come out of your mouth with purpose. Because remember, it creates the state and the condition of your life. Writing your declaration is a simple process. It's a statement. And if you've been following the series so far, last week we spoke about dreaming, figuring out what you want. So you should have your list of goals and things that you want to accomplish in the next few weeks, months, or years. Now, it's important that your declaration puts what you want in the now. Let me explain. Whenever we talk about our dreams, goals, and our desires, we always put them out in the future. Someday, one day, soon it's going to happen. I've just come to realize that as long as you're saying that what I want is coming, it will never get here. And in the words of E.T., the hip hop preacher, one day is not a day. And if you're always next in line for your blessing, there will always be someone in front of you. So that's why it's important, guys, that you put what you want in the now. And it sets a different expectation in your mind and begins to speed up the manifestation process so that your dreams become a reality much faster than they would than you putting it out there. So how do you put it in the now? What I've done is I've taken an approach that I learned from Bob Proctor. It's a simple start to your declaration. It says that I am so happy and grateful now that, and then you use the dream, goal, or desire that you have on your list to complete the rest of the statement. Okay, now you're probably saying, Brian, I understand what you're saying, but it sounds kind of stupid, to be honest. How is that going to change my life? All right, so I understand what you're saying, and the simple things do often seem foolish and dumb. but I'm urging you, look back in your life, see the things that you've been speaking throughout the years, and see if your life doesn't match up with the things that you've been saying. And really take a look at it. The things that you've been saying so far have been shaping your life. That's why your life is the way that it is, because of the words that you've been speaking out of your mouth. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying every situation in your life is a result of what you've been speaking so far, but a great majority of what you've been going through in your life is because of the words that you've been speaking. That's why it's important that your declaration for your life changes. That's why I told you in last week's episode for you to ask yourself, what do you want? Not focusing on what you don't want, but what is it that you want out of life? And you focus on that. Now the declaration, as we've gone over the definition earlier, which is the beginning, an announcement to the beginning of the state and the condition of something. The declaration of your life must change so that the state and the condition of your life must change. It seems simple, it seems kind of childish and foolish, but the things that are profound and the things that change the world often start with simplicity. Don't despise the small beginning, guys. Don't overlook this part and say that it's foolish, so you're not going to do it. I really want you guys to take this step. It's this small little thing that's going to help change your life forever, as it has changed mine and countless others. So make sure you guys do it. However, I must say this, that doing this alone, a declaration alone, is not going to completely change your life permanently. That's why it's important that you watch next week's episode so you learn how to complete the picture and tie everything together. Remember, we just hit the halfway mark in last week's episode. And this week we're going on to a higher level. So make sure you guys hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit that bell for the notification so you don't miss next week's episode. And if you got value from this, comment value below and leave a thumbs up. I really appreciate you guys. I'll talk to you guys next week.